The latest chapter of Bungo Stray Dog 118 dropped last night, and if you look closely enough at the panel's background, you might just find my sanity hanging there. On a more serious note, I think I finally figured out how Kafka Asagiri, the mastermind behind the series, turned into such an evil writer. So, on a beautiful day, Asagiri goes out for coffee with Jujutsu Kaisen's author Gigi Akutami. They chat for hours, and after a while, they finally agreed that Asagiri can also Nobuhiro one of his characters. And thus, the current state of Bungo Stray Dog was born. Last time we said our goodbyes to Teruko and Konikita, two beloved characters who met their untimely end. I genuinely believe that this was the peak of our suffering, that it couldn't possibly get any worse. But as always with Asagiri, it did. It got so much worse. We see my little farmer boy Kenji making a heroic entrance alongside the last remaining hunting dog Techo. For about 3 glorious pages, they tried to save Atsushi from a certain doom, but then, just as quickly, the rug is pulled out from under us. As he took Atsushi's hand to get somewhere safe, he is chopped into pieces and inhaled by the helicopter. Or should I say the monster that Fukuchi had become. If Asagiri didn't find a way to bring them back, Atsushi will probably lose his mind. Or worse, even start his villain arc. But still, I feel like Asagiri isn't evil. At least not entirely. He is a great writer, one who kills half of the main cast for a reason. We just have to trust that there is a method to this madness, some grand plan that will justify all this suffering in the end. One of the positive takeaway from this chapter was the confirmation that Tanizaki's siblings weren't actually siblings. Asagiri, as I said, is a great writer, and one of the books that inspired their character, Naomi, is Naomi by the real-life Tanizaki Junichiro. In this book, Naomi and the protagonist, Yoji, are in a relationship. They get married and live together, but still tell others that they're cousins or family. I'm still learning about their books and references from the real-life authors, and all the theories are just frying my head. As for now, all the Tanizaki siblings theory can rest in peace because before getting inhaled, Tanizaki told Atsushi about a pen on his desk that contained information about Naomi's real parents. I can finally stop ignoring and avoiding them. And due to me ignoring and avoiding them, I didn't know that she was a minor, a year younger than Tanizaki, who is 18. However, this doesn't really help their case, but at least we now know that they're a normal couple and we can treat them as such. Anyways, now for the last and perhaps the most funniest part of the chapter. So Atsushi have lost nearly all his friends. This might be a parallel to Chuuya Nakahara, who also witnessed the loss of his comrades, but that's a theory for another time. So Atsushi is still recovering from the shock of losing his dear friends in just mere seconds when Fukuchi, or rather the helicopter that Fukuchi had become, moves in to finish him off. But just as all the hope seems lost, someone comes to Atsushi's rescue. You might think it's Dazai or Okugawa or even Techo, who are still close by, but no, it's none of them. The person who saved Atsushi is none other than Fyodor himself. Yes, it was Fyodor, the series' mastermind villain, stepped in to save Atsushi. Why, you may ask? Did Fyodor suddenly had a change of heart and decide to play the hero? Unlikely. But my theory is that this ties back to something Fitzgerald once said, that Atsushi was the guide to the book, which is supposedly in Yokohama. It seemed that Fyodor had decided to use Atsushi as his new pawn in the game, perhaps in his pursuit of the book. In the end, I have to admit, the story had reached its peak, plot threads are converging, and we're finally getting some long-awaited answers. But with this intensity, I'd really like a breather. Maybe a beach episode? A winter vacation? With a snowball fight? Anything to give us a moment of relief from the non-stop tension. Before wrapping up, I have to give a shout out to my girl Lucy for asking Kyoka to stay safe with her for Atsushi's sake. Lucy had come such a long way from her initial introduction as a villain, and I sincerely hope that she, along with Techo, Rompo, Dazai, Chuuya, Okugawa, and of course Carl the raccoon, makes it out alive. So all the Bungo Stray Dog fan out there, try not to worry too much. They will come back. Have some faith. And in the meantime, take care of yourself and goodbye.
No, you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change.